What's going on, folks? And I just want to add that this whole concept of what they call marriage, which is not actually marriage, it's actually just a civil contract with the state to manage assets and resources. We have to be careful because marriage in a world like this is very dangerous and it's not very wise. Because people first, they lack the values to actually vet people because everybody is so lost in as individuals until they're blind to what's actually good and right in their lives. And so therefore their vices and their selfish misguided desires are only going to find and bring people in their lives that will extort them, deceive them, lie to them, and destroy them. For men, we live in a society. If you are a wise, thinking, righteous, productive man, we live in a society where many women actually reject their God given role as women. They reject their own femininity for a false indoctrination of power that has just been given to them from a legal level to cause division within the family. Because when women choose responsible men who are wise, who are productive and righteous, it is to their benefit that that man takes authority to not only protect her from the world, but also protect her from his own issues because he's already dealt with them. But we live in a society where, unfortunately, from a legal level, women just lack accountability. This perpetual victim narrative without accountability is destructive. Men are held to a strict standard. There is the law and the grave that actually give a clear standard for men when they're wrong. But, if a man is poor and he has children, the law punishes him. If a man is unproductive in his life and he cannot provide for himself, he's homeless, the law punishes him. But it's not so with the women. The women can get rewarded for having children in poverty. The women can be rewarded for not wanting to take care of their children and putting them up for adoption or aborting them and then being called brave and celebrated. This is a rejection of their feminine role. Women don't want men to be in their proper authority because when a woman chooses a qualified man, it would expose to herself whether she's a qualified woman. And so they reject that qualified man because they reject the idea of being a qualified woman to that man. So we have to understand why marriage in today's unbiblical, uncultured society, it doesn't work. Because society itself has strengthened the hand of any evildoer, woman or man, to basically promote chaos, destroy families, rely on government assistance over the responsibility of choosing the right man to lead. Society has totally indoctrinated folks to have this unmerited sense of power without responsibility. So people can think that they're fathers without results, that people can think that they're mothers without results. You're just a parent, like an animal. Being a man or being a woman, a mother or a father is an idea. It's a concept that's qualified with certain results and behaviors. Otherwise, you're just a parent. And we have to be real about the nature of this world and how following the course of a world that rejects structures that keep people honest and hold them accountable will also make marriage a very stupid idea. Men, do not give up your power to a woman. That is not natural. You should be in control of your life. And it is on that woman to choose the right man and be in the right feminine mindset to appreciate the authority and leadership of a man. If she's not there, then let her go and be a strong, independent woman on her own and learn the hard way. Because the divorce rates are proving another narrative. The people unhappy in marriages, the infidelity within marriages. People say, "Oh, you have to be married because you don't want to be out here, having irresponsible sex." Well, people are having irresponsible sex within marriages. The infidelity rate is sky high. People in marriages are having open relationships. We don't live in a society that actually sees marriage the way it was defined. So I'm not going to get too long on this. I just had to add this too. So I understand. Personally, for me, self-control. Men have to define their purpose on their ability to survive, and for a man like me, on their ability to live on a godly standard where we understand the value of following God's commandments and seeing our own selves so that we won't succumb to our own vices and be destroyed by our own sin. So I'm going to leave it at that. Peace out.